Hello, I am Pastor Stevo. I wanted to share a little thing with you. This one's a very special occasion, but back whenever I started raising my nephews, whenever I was young, but they were very young, and we didn't have a whole lot of money. So what I would do is I would go down to a Dollar Tree. I'm sure everybody has one of them close by. Get some cheap little toys and whatever. Then when the boys would come home from school, I would hide them, and then I would make up these treasure maps, right? And it was a fun family event, something that many years ago we started, and I wanted to share this with you all just to kind of give you all some ideas, because we see today that the family is attacked constantly, and anything that may help somebody or give somebody an idea to kind of pull family together even closer. And this is something I guarantee your kids will always remember. I actually had a one of these recorded from many years ago. I'll show a real quick clip of it whenever they were really little. This might have been one of the very first ones I did. And in the clip, I got these blow up ghosts. It was in October, and these blow up ghosts, and I put them in the barn. And I don't remember exactly what their treasure story was into it, their map, but it warned them to be careful of the ghost. And either way, the boys were absolutely terrified to go out into the barn, is where I hid their toys that day. But I'll show you a real quick clip of that.
The treasure map. Me and Mason here gonna try to figure it out. We're gonna have to go around outside and loop the loop and go down there. That said barn.
It says barn, but it also says what? Beware the ghost.
Beware the ghost.
All right, come on.
There, Steven.
No, come on.
I don't want to step outside with you.
Okay, step outside with me. I'm not going to the barn now.
That's probably doing all by yourself.
Oh, Bubby's going all by himself. Like a big boy.
It does.
Watch this. Ooh. Ooh.
That was just us, Bobby.
That was us. No, you stand here. You stay here. I'm going to walk out there.
Okay.
No, you stay here. No, I'm not going out there with you. You stay right there. Nope. Stay back here with Bubby. Because I'm going to just look. And this is the ghost that they're so terrified of. I found some manila envelopes, and I cut it up just because it has this, kind of old style tinge to it. I think back in the day, I mean, you can order special paper. You can go to Walmart and get like some, I think it's like resume paper that's collared. You could do that, or you could just use a sheet of paper. It doesn't really matter, however you want to do it. But I took this, and I would take a lighter. I would caution anybody to do this. I did it over a sink, and just kind of lit the sides, and blew it out, and it kind of gives you this old teal look for like a pirate treasure map. So just real quick, sure everybody can do this. You can blow it out and just kind of scrape the black off. Again, you don't have to go through this measure. This one I'm wanting to make look very special just because it's his 18th birthday. I didn't go through all of this whenever they were little. I think I just wrote it on a piece of paper and then, hid the present out under hay or something in the barn. Or you can do it in your house, wherever. So this is kind of what it looks like. And I'm going to read to you the poem that I came up with. What I always do is like a list of clues, and I try to incorporate the Bible into it somehow so he knows to be able to find them. So here's my first one. This one will lead to a key and then another map, which I'll show you in a minute. But like I said, I like to incorporate some of the biblical aspects to it. It makes it more special. Heed my words and heed them well, for every pirate has a story to tell. Clues be plenty and clues be great, for a wealth of treasure doth await. No fool, I swear, shall ever see the greatest treasure yet to be. First you must read and know the tale of the unwise man brought down to hell. Luke is wise, his heart is pure, 16 times to be for sure. 19 to 31 I do recall, but 27 should tell thee all. Go and seek these words of truth, The key awaits there in your youth. All right, so in this story, or in the poem, the treasure map, what this is referencing is something he'd be familiar with. It's in the book of Luke, chapter 16, verses 19 through 31 was the clue to it all. But see, this works for us. My nephews, my sister died, I think, when I was 25, and she was 29. The boys, they came to live with my mom and dad, which is on the same piece of property as where my house is now. But back then, I didn't have anything like that. My mom got very sick, so I was raising the boys. My dad worked away, so I pretty much raised them, and I had a lot of help. I was blessed with a lot of people in my life that really helped us a lot and helped them helped me raise them in the right direction. But my dad, he passed away a few years ago, and thank God I got to see him get saved before, he died. He definitely needed the Lord. We all need the Lord. And so his house sits vacant right next to mine, but Bubby had a room. Sean, we call him Bubby. He had a room over there, so that's what this reference is. And in verse 27, in the story of the rich man and the beggar, and Abraham's bosom. But it says in 27 to be for sure. Then he said, I pray thee therefore, Father, thou wouldst send me to my father's house. So that's the clue. And then it ended with, go and seek these words of truth. The key awaits there in your youth. So I was going to hide a key, which I'll show you the actual treasure chest, and the key will be the final, part to the whole treasure hunt anyway. And my next map, it's going to be a little bit interesting. I've never done anything like this. So I wrote, I drew me map to God alone, under the black but moonlight shone. Daniel 2:22 can reveal all contained and sealed. So if we look over here in the book of Daniel, chapter 22, it might give him a little bit more of a hint. It's going to be very hard because I've never done anything like this. It says, He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. So here's what I got, and I got this off of Amazon. This is like a secret pen encoder, which is really cool, and it takes a black light to show. I'll do something here really quick. I mean, this is, I don't remember, it wasn't very much on Amazon, but it was still, I just thought it was like one of the coolest things in the world. I wish I had one of these when I was a kid, so you could just write. Try to do this while watching through my phone. Of course, there's nothing on there. Isn't that wild? So I'm going to draw a map on this, and I've never done this, so he's never going to be able to, he's not going to expect this at all. So here's what I ended up drawing on it. And it is my woodshed. I think I'm going to take the treasure chest and bury it underneath the wood or down in the hay or something like that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share the treasure chest, and this is another thing I think I got off of Amazon when they were kids. I didn't go through this elaborate. But if you have really young kids, or really it's something I guess you could start at any time in your life, there is nothing more, for me anyway, there's nothing more important in life as what family is. So, and as I testified before, most of my family's gone. So this was something really important to me. Whenever the boys were young, I opened up a email account. And in the email account, they knew it existed. I just never said what it was. But like vacation photos, every single thing, we did, different events, different schooling things. I would take pictures of it, and I'd put a date and write a little story. Sometimes I would just write a story. It's free. It's fun to do. So whenever I told the boys when they turned 18, I was going to give them the email, and I was also going to give them the password. So then they have, their life, kind of, they can look through it and remember things. Okay, so here's the chest. I think I got that on Amazon or something. I got him some pieces of silver, some pieces of 8. It was kind of made to look like that. On his papers written his email and his password. I'm not going to give that out. But then a Bible, special made with his name on it. So, and you can think of just many different things you can do with this. Really, the idea of this whole thing is just that you could use it for a church event. You could do it just to your kids, like I used to do whenever they just get off the bus or something. Just something fun for them to do, and it really brings the family together. So this has been, 14 years ago now I started doing this with the boys, and now it's become like the center of his 18th birthday. So it's just fun things to do, to keep the family together. This is stuff hopefully they do and they pass down to their kids and on, and it's The devil hates family. He hated it in the garden. He hates it now. So anything we can do just to kick him in the teeth, this is what we're after. Thanks. Y'all have a wonderful week. Share this. Feel free to share it to whoever. Take the idea, make it your own. God bless each and every one of you.